Hello, beautiful people. You are listening to Pittsburgh Famous with Phat Man Dee. We shot this at the River's Edge Studios in Milvale, Pennsylvania at the Mr. Smalls Complex. This is a show dedicating to celebrating, loving, promoting, and supporting the incredible artists that live and work in and around Pittsburgh, PA. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between and on beyond, thank you for tuning into this, the first ever episode of Pittsburgh Famous with Phat Man Dee. That's me. I am here with my dear friend, Reverend Deryck Tines.
Yeah.
We are discussing music in Pittsburgh, and I am focusing on Pittsburgh famous musicians. And if you think of Pittsburgh and you think of Pittsburgh fame, you will find that the name Deryck Tines is very close to the top of that list.
Oh, my.
He is an incredible gospel artist and musician, choir leader. He has a recording coming out, and I want you to hear what he has to say because it's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you, Mandee.
Thank you, Deryck, for being here.
Can't wait to Del Favor. I love that.
It's true. That's my government name.
I love it. I'm sorry I didn't mean to put that out there.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. The internet knows.
Yeah.
Big Brother's trending. So tell us a little about yourself. Where are you from? And, tell us, how you came to perform gospel music.
Yeah, I came from a family that hails from Virginia, where my mother is from, and my father is my father is a Mon Valley man out of Clairton. So when my mother moved here, came to visit her sister, she met him, but here me and my brother are, and we're like these part Virginia, part Clairton guys that was born to a family that was musical. My mother is classically trained, and she's the 12th child out of 15, the ninth daughter, and we've always grown up with music and being around the piano and learning the hymns, and my father was a jazz person, and so we basically got those two worlds in collusion, and so she birthed 5 sons. I'm the oldest of 5 sons, and the better looking, I always joke with. And so I probably started singing when I was 4 or 5. My mother would travel with the local church, and we would always sing with the pastor a song, I Have a Long Ways to Go. And actually, I realized that song has become the mantra for my life. Been ridiculed, spit upon, but I have a long way to go to bed to Lord. This is crazy. So, out of Clairton, being in the church, like most of us that are in the African American communities, or church is a major institution that has influenced us or given us the opportunities or been the stage or the training or the mentorship that we've gotten to become the musicians that we are in the world today. So that's been my story as well. This happens to be south here of the city here in Pittsburgh, and I'm thankful for my journey. It's been an exciting journey on many levels. It's been a hard training ground on many other levels, but I have a relative. I say relative excellence in what I do behind what I've experienced and what I've been taught to do, and taught not to do. I mixed with my own journey. I've been able to become the Deryck Tines that people know of. People don't know me, but people know of me. And so I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful.
I'm thankful for you, too. I mean, I was not raised in the Christian church. I was raised as a Jew, but I think what we have in common is our struggle. Mm-hmm. There's a privilege I have because I can blend that you don't, unfortunately, get to enjoy. And so, but musically...
As a black man, yeah.
Exactly, as a black man, as a man, a same-gender loving man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of struggles that you can't hide from. You know.
Well, I don't necessarily identify as being same gender loving. In fact, I don't identify with anything. I don't use labels at all.
Okay.
Only because, um, like the church, we don't we haven't been in denominationalism in 40 years. My parents, the pastor of Baptist church, but we left the Baptist church because we were too musical and we were too creative, and they didn't want that in that particular church. And so my parents left, and we started our own. They started their own church, and we've been on our own path for 45 years. And so I'm not. Although we're Christian, we're not Christian like most people think of Christian. We're much more eccentric and outgoing and on the front lines, and we the ability to identify with people who are whoever wherever is what we've always done and sought to do. The basis of faith for me is feeding hungry, clothing naked, visiting those who are in prison. That's what, if there's any justice or any end result, that would be what we're going to be asked about, not all this other stuff. So we've not been a traditional church at all. I'm not a traditional person. I've not been raised in that kind of setting of what people think of, I think, when they think of church. And so I sometimes don't like to use that stuff because it comes, all that stuff, all labels, they come with stigmas and they come with misunderstandings and things that people attach to it and or don't attach to it. And so I just don't prefer to use labels. Who am I? I'm Deryck Tines. Well, what do? I do Deryck Tines. Well,
Professionally.
yeah.
With a choir.
I mean, with the choir, and or by myself, or whoever I'm with, I'm always Deryck Tines, and so that doesn't mean any that doesn't, so that's not a box. That's my reality, and so whoever I love or whoever I hang out with or whoever I eat with or whoever I sing with, it's all relative and it's all open. It's all an ongoing journey. It's not a box that you can check and say, oh, that or he's this or he's that. And no, I'm none of those things, but I'm all of those things. And I'm everything. And so you can't work with people and love people and reach people and touch people with boxes. You can't do it.
Well, that's why I really like your song, I Am Who I Am,
Yeah.
by the grace of God.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm quoting you, but, I'm not a mistake. I'm not
An error.
an error.
But I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. I mean, that came out of that. That actually came from the writings of Paul, who, when he was having to defend himself from amongst the scribes and Pharisees, who were questioning whether he had authority or not to even be converted and trying to convert others, was saying to him, you're not good enough, or you don't have what it takes. And they were challenging who he was and his authority, and he says in his writing to the people at Corinth that I am what I am by the grace of God. And so I saw that, and I saw that it came alive to me probably about 10 years ago when I had a ministry to people who were gay and lesbian downtown Pittsburgh in 2008 called One Church. It was a specific effort to reach people, in my mind, for God. But that scripture I had a revelation, I had an epiphany, and I saw it like I never saw it before. So I tagged on the other stuff that I'm not a mistake. I'm not in error. But I'm wonderfully and marvelously made in his image or her image. So I celebrate myself, and I celebrate you, and I celebrate us, and whatever God allows in my life, it's right and it's good. I mean, whether you get it or not, folks, I'm okay, So, and I think that's the message, and that is my message. So I've made that my mantra for ministry and for life to be who and to be what I am. And but the statement is I'm not. You can't check a box on me. I am fully alive, and to be fully alive means that I'm working to accept everything about me to be fully into the spaces and to the places and the experiences that I've had and that I haven't had as Deryck Tines, this guy that is brown, that's beautiful, that's bald, that's bold, that's all the other B's that can be a bitch, I guess, or whatever the B's are today. A basketball player tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. And I like to play ball, so all those things comprise who I am. You know what I mean? But you don't get to make a judgment on me because you don't spend enough time with me. You know what I mean? So to try to check a box because you saw me with him or you saw me with her or you saw me with them, you saw me with the Jewish girl, you can't lump me in. And so I don't do it because I don't want people to do that to me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I do.
I really want people to treat me like I treat them. So I try to treat people like I want to be treated. And it's working.
I should say so. I mean, I've been singing in your choir for 4 years now.
Yeah.
Like that. So
Yay.
And you've been trying to get when you were telling me I should be singing with you for years before that.
Right.
And I was like, I don't, Deryck, I'm a Jew with pagan leanings. I don't go to church. And you're like, oh, good, because we don't meet in a church.
Well, I'm a Christian with pagan leanings. I mean, it's all that, we all.
But what was amazing, you meet at the Afro-American Music Institute.
Yes.
So it's a choir that is truly accessible to anybody that wants to come and sing. You're open to anybody.
It is open.
And it is an elder. It's mostly elders, and it is mostly African American. But you've brought in all kinds of people. We've had modern dancers, and we've had
mimers, and we've had a couple atheists. We had a couple Buddhists that have sung. We've had some different races, and we've had some Asians. It's been a little everything.
Yeah, and it's just the message, your message that the divinity is in all of us.
It is.
Regardless of your denomination or even if you're Christian.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm on staff at the Unitarian Church, and we were this morning. We were talking about the prayer. The prayer this morning was we named Jesus, but Buddha and all some other faiths were mentioned in the prayer because it's faith. And faith is not, me persuading you to be like me. It's you discovering your path. And so, I think I'm sure that there are multiple ways to get downtown. There's multiple ways to get to God.
I love that. There are multiple ways to get downtown.
Yeah, and so there's multiple ways to get to God. You don't have to be in my car to get downtown. You can get on the bus. You can drive your own self. You can bike ride. You can do the trails, and it'll all go downtown.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
So tell me about. I want to talk about your arrangement of "We Shall Overcome."
Somebody's going like that guy. Who the hell is that guy? Yeah.
Who the heaven is that guy?
Who the heaven is that guy? Yeah. Who the Milvale is that guy?
We're in Milvale. It's a Riverside studio. So tell me about your arrangement of. How you came to make that arrangement of "We Shall Overcome" and what led to your presenting it at the Thomas Dorsey Convention?
18 years ago, I was hired to be the musical director for Dr. Burnell Lilly, who was the creative force and diva behind the Cantu Repertory Theater, and I had done the play written by Jimmy Baldwin a few years earlier with Dwayne Fulton and a few other people. And so when she wrote this play, she had me in mind, and we do 30 songs tonight. We're gonna do that show this summer. She had 30 songs in mind, and she wrote about Mahalia. As a girl coming out of New Orleans, moving to Chicago, ending up with the March on Washington, and even her married life. So Dr. Lilly asked me when we were looking at the scene about when he was in Washington, March on Washington. She heard "Precious Lord" and "We Shall Overcome." So I actually wrote the song where they actually both sung at the same time, over top of each other, and. So I wrote that arrangement of "We Shall Overcome" in 2001, specifically for that show.
To go with Precious Lord.
Yeah, Precious Lord is sung. They're both sung simultaneously.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, it's really incredible. I have to let you hear it one day. But the We Shall Overcome arrangement is what I actually arranged because the Precious Lord is sang in the traditional writing, as Thomas Dorsey wrote it. So that's how it came about. I did it for Dr. Lilly and the Mahalia Standing on Holy Ground in 2001. So we performed it. We haven't performed it. It came back to me when we started I did a concert at Heinz Hall for Pittsburgh 250 in 2008 with 100 voices and band and all that stuff at Heinz Hall. And so that's the first time I pulled it out of the show and did it as a separate entity, separate performance. And then as we started the choir in 2011, 2012, that was the song that I pulled back out. And so 3 years ago, we performed it for the National Convention of Choruses, which is the Tommy Dorsey Convention, by invitation of the national musical director. His name is Leonard Burke. He gave me the opportunity to bring the song to the convention. Originally, we were going to do it with the National Mass Choir, but they have a rule that they don't do arrangements. It has to be an original.
Okay.
So I ended up taking part of the choir, and we went to Baltimore and performed it live in one of the main services, and it was really well received. Sold a lot of sheet music to it, and so since then, when we did the recording, we recorded live with the choir, and it wasn't just limited. There's a bunch of singers I pulled in other people who have sang with me throughout my musical journey. So I call it the Deryck Tines recording choir. So that song for me just seemed to be relevant for the times. And although it was the main song for the civil rights movement, and even before that it was popular, I just felt like that should be the title song because our current climate, the current situation in our country, that this uprising of hate and bigotry and white supremacy and all the other phobias that people are. I mean, the xenophobia, the homophobia, and it just goes on and on and on. It's just overwhelming, really. So I'm hoping that this song and this recording, this album, actually goes outside of the city and goes to places where it can like turn lights on and just be a nudge or a reminder that we're still in the fight for justice. We're still in the fight for equality. We're still in the fight for unity and to be people that love each other and that care and that we don't have to get caught up in the trappings of the social media technological things that's causing us to be so bombarded, you know. And you can turn the TV off or get off the internet for a few minutes or put the phone down and put this DVD in and hear these people, hear this wonderful group of people that's a mixture of folks model how it can be done, you know.
And actually, at the time of this taping, Deryck's CD release party is actually this week. So if you got to listen to this podcast or watch this podcast before January 17th, it's not too late.
Yeah.
You can come to the church. It's Kingdom Church?
Yeah, it's Kingdom Gate at First.
Kingdom Gate.
Yeah, at First United Methodist in Wilkinsburg, 733 South Avenue.
733 South Avenue,
It's
Wilkinsburg.
Yeah, directly across the street from Save-A-Lot grocery store.
So yeah, if you have...
And it's free.
It's free. To buy the CD, people can buy the CD.
You can buy a CD there, but the admission to the evening is free. Yeah.
And then if people are listening to this after January 17th, 2020,
Yeah.
do you have a plan for where people are going to be able to buy the CD afterwards or to listen to the music?
But I mean, you'll be able to go on iTunes and Amazon and all those places, and then it's going to be streaming, going to some of the streaming sites, and then we're performing on the 2nd of February at the City of Asylum.
Okay,
Alphabet,
City of Asylum,
yeah.
Alphabet City in the north side.
On the north
I
side.
did see that we're booked. I actually sing in Deryck's choir. So.
Yes, yay! And sing she does.
I'm the token Jew.
Wait till you see her in there. Well, I'm the black Jew.
You are the black Jew.
Yeah. So no, but
I'm Spartacus.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll be.
I'm Is it Spartacus or Atticus?
It's Spartacus.
I can't remember.
And Atticus.
Okay.
And Mandee and Deryck. Yeah. No,
You got me snorting. Episode 1, I'm snorting already.
Yeah, February 2nd at 6:00, and it's also a free performance.
So that's an awesome venue because it is a venue that uplifts people who are being oppressed.
Yes.
And it brings that nonprofit has brought artists, to Pittsburgh who are seeking refuge. Like it is actively in support of artistic refugees.
They're literally doing what their name says. They've created asylum for people who are
like with homes and stuff.
Yeah, they got apartments and everything. It's really an amazing venue, and everything they do there, programming wise, is free.
Yes.
So there's never a cost. So
Groundhog Day, February 2nd, 2020.
Yeah, is that Groundhog Day?
Yeah, Groundhog Day.
And Super Bowl Sunday too, I think.
Well, I'll have to choose. By looking at me, you can probably tell. I know I hope that the sports ball, we get to the World Series and that someone bring home the Stanley Cup for the sports ball.
That's so funny because the game won't start till 8:15 or 8:30 anyway.
That's actually a thing. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing for all of Pittsburgh. You plan something when a football game is going. Just forget about it. Nobody's coming.
Yeah, that's you're about true.
That's real.
That's very real. So you'll be able to get the CD there, and then Dorsey's Records are Dorsey's Records in Homewood.
Okay, so you're gonna sell them like IRL, like in real life, like
you can actually pick up a CD, or you can buy it online, or you can
where online can people find you?
DeryckTines.com. Start there.
DeryckTines. I'll have the .com. I'll have that in the show notes.
Yes, you can actually go to DeryckTines.com and buy a CD.
Okay.
And it'll be shipped to you through Dorsey's Records. Dorsey's Records is actually my one-stop shop for all that. If you want to have something sent to you or whatever, they're handling all of that.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know. I should go down and see if they carry my discography.
Yeah, they're going to do that, and so you can go to my website, place an order. It goes to Dorsey's, they'll send it out, or you can call Dorsey's directly, or you can go to YouTube, or you can find the link on Mandee's Famous Artist page.
Pittsburgh Famous.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Hopefully, we'll be all over the place.
Yeah,
I'm hoping. I really want to go to the White House and sing, only because. I think
under the current administration,
because
they need the word.
They need the word.
I don't know if I can give them the word, but they need it from somebody.
I think we have. I think there's something that we have that could leave an imprint. And I'm about leaving my.
You are an optimistic man. You are an optimistic soul.
Yeah, well, I don't know what it could be, but the statement is that everyone has there is that place in everybody's life, mind, heart, or soul, foot, a finger, something that can stimulate other things to happen. And so, that's what it's about, being a change agent, being a lover of, carrying good news to, altering the atmosphere, altering the room. I'm still not going to vote for him.
Amen.
But I'm not going to vote for him. But I'll sing. We'll sing for you, and we'll they're going to have.
I'll sing for anybody.
They're going to have. They have certain programming. They have certain programs. If it comes while he's in there, if it comes while he's out of there. I've been to the White House a few times when President Obama was there, but I'm just saying. Music is for everyone. Music is for the world.
I hope that I get to sing. Let my people
free. Let my people go.
Let my people go.
To Donald Trump. Yeah, that would be great.
I was thinking more when President Sanders is in office.
Yeah.
But
or Buttigieg.
And
or
I mean,
or any of them, right?
any functioning adult. I
Yeah.
think is my favorite slogan right now.
Mandee Kibowitz for president.
So can I talk to you real quick about "I Can't Breathe"?
Oh
The
yeah.
song that we did together.
Oh, I love that song.
So we did a song.
I wish Liz was here. We could sing that. You know?
Well, she's coming down after. Maybe when she comes down, and
Maybe we
stick
sing a
around,
little bit of
we'll
it.
see. That'll be in another episode, though. So you'll have to tune back in later. Because
Yeah.
that's another guest that's not going to show up in this particular episode.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, keep tuning in because this is going to become one of the great shows on this River's Edge platform.
Oh, you're so
I
sweet.
think it's going to be
I'm
phenomenal.
excited.
And this Nicholas guy with this great hair, I love it. I'm
We're
like,
talking about my engineer.
I wish I had
my
his hair.
engineer gnome
He's
hiding.
he's got
There's
hair.
His hand. I see his hand.
He's got hair. He's cute. He's got hair, eyes.
I'm hiding an
beard.
engineer back here.
He's got a green and brown plaid shirt on.
So yeah, we did "I Can't Breathe" together, which is actually a Peace Poet song.
Yeah, yeah.
But and we put it on our record, Social Justice Disco.
I love that project.
And we
honored
love
that-
having you on it.
So honored to be on that project.
And I'm hoping maybe it's on our February 28th show.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll have your CDs there too, I hope.
Yeah. Well, I'll have those CDs everywhere I go from now on.
Good. Yeah. Everywhere you go, little email sign up sheet.
Yeah.
Get people on your list.
And the other thing is that that song, I believe that the Social Justice Disco album is yet to hit and go where it's supposed to go. I think that's going to be. I'm being prophetic, but I really do see more coming from that. So,
From your mouth to God's ears, inshallah.
My mouth to God's ears.
Yeah.
I think that as we're talking about celebrating or having a decadent decade, that's one of the things that will make it decadent.
Decadent decade. You heard that from Deryck Tines here first. Decadent decade.
Yeah, that was my way of celebrating because this is just not a new year. We're actually beginning a new decade, another 10-year window that I think can just be amazingly decadent if we stand up and swell up and grow up and be who we are, you know.
And claim our Pittsburgh fame.
Yeah, by all means. By all means.
Well, great. I feel like I've asked you everything. So if people want to show up if people want to learn from you or sing with you, contact you on your socials or
contact me on my socials. Contact me on Deryck Tines.
DeryckTines.com.
Mm-hmm. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on all those. The one with the birds and the tweets and
Tweeters.
things.
Tweeters.
Yeah.
Tweeters.
All of that stuff. Or you can just email me at Deryck Tines. Deryck at Deryck Tines group. Deryck at DeryckTines.com.
I'll post links.
Yeah, it's all on Mandee's. Yeah.
I'm gonna post it. In
So
the
good
show
to
notes
see you,
of this
girl.
episode. Yeah, let's do some music. We're gonna get
Let's
this.
sing.
We're gonna get a piano out through the magic of internet programming.
Yeah.
Here, we're at the River's Edge Studios in Milvale, PA. Gonna magic here. So this is all an illusion. Please to enjoy as this piano magically appears.
Ooh. Okay. So this song I put together because I'm thankful, and it was a powerful moment when we were in a rehearsal with my singers, and I actually was going around the room asking them what they're thankful for. And one of my singers said, I'm just thankful for everything, because everything is what brought me to this place in my life. And it's not always been good. It's not always been easy. But it's the sum total of it that allows me to be appreciative and thankful for what and who I am today. So I made it a song. It goes like this. I am thankful for everything. I'm thankful for everything. For God has been so good. to me, and I'm thankful for everything. Come on, you can help me sing it now. I am thankful for everything. I am thankful for everything. For God has been so good to me, and I'm thankful for everything. I am thankful for everything in my life. I'll be 60 soon, and I've learned to be thankful for everything, because God has been so good, mighty good to all of us, and I'm thankful. Yes, I'm thankful. I am thankful for I segue that into the next song, which is the title song of the album. It's called We Shall Overcome. Our climate, our world, our city, our country, our capital, we still need to sing this song more than 50 years after the Civil Rights Movement, because there's so much injustice and so much hate and so much bigotry. So I sing this song hopefully as a point of light. Hopefully you enjoy my arrangement of We Shall Overcome. I do believe
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Pittsburgh Famous, our last collaboration through the power of internet magic. Our dear friend Liz Berlin has appeared, and we're going to do a song that is on our record, Social Justice Disco. Deryck did this arrangement of the Peace Poets song, I Can't Breathe, which was written after the murder of Eric Garner by the police in New York. So I hope you enjoy our rendition of it, and if you like it, you can find it on Social Justice Disco, Songs to Fight Fascists by.
I love it. Till our people are free. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free.
I can't leave. I can't leave. I can't leave. I can't leave.
You know, just recently,
I can't leave.
in the last few weeks,
I can't.
we've had another situation with the police.
I can't leave.
Have suffocated,
I can't leave.
choked, and killed another black man.
Leave.
And I don't know about you,
I can't leave.
but I'm having a hard time with it because
I can't leave.
I can't breathe.
I can't.
Make it hard to trust.
I can't.
Make it hard to be in this world
I can't.
where so much hatred and so much bigotry
I can't.
seems to be taking over.
I can't.
We've got to do something, folks. We've got to start loving each
I
other.
can't.
We got to realize that we're brothers and sisters.
I can't.
And I am not okay if you're not okay. Help me to help each other. Help me to help our world. Help us to help our city. Help us to help our nation, our communities. We can do it if we stand together. I can't breathe without you. I still hear my brother crying. I can't leave. Now I'm in the struggle singing. I can't leave. We're calling out the violence of the racist police. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. Till our people are free. Till our people are free. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. People are free. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. Till our people are free. our people are free. Till our people are free. People are free. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. 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 Till our people are free.
I still hear my brother crying. I can't breathe.
Till our people are free.
Now I'm in a struggle, saving. I can't be.
People are free.
Calling out the violence of racist police.
Till our people are free.
We ain't gonna stop.
Till our people are free. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. Yeah, that was good. Don't stop, folks. Don't stop. Really, we're having a good time with this song, but it's really very serious. We cannot use the kind of violence that has been used and have a healthy nation. So let's do what we can through music, through advocacy, through going to the rallies, speaking up, speaking out,
Voting,
voting.
praying with your
Voting.
vote.
Voting.
Pray at the ballot box while you vote for
Yes.
vote for
Yes.
you know who you need to vote for.
So this is your first episode.
Episode 1. You've been watching
Yes.
Pittsburgh Famous at the River's Edge Studio at the Mr. Smalls Complex.
With
Milvale, with Madam Smalls
Madam
herself,
Smalls.
our proprietress, my collaboratrix, and she's going to be on a later episode. So do definitely tune in to future episodes. We've got some great guests. Future episodes will include flamencos Carolina Loyola Garcia and John Bayuelos, and my favorite salseros.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Deryck Tines, my favorite.
Well, they're watching. They just watched him. I was in my favorite guaracheros.
And we gotta thank Nicholas. Stick your head in there, Nicholas.
Say hey, Nick.
Thanks.
This is my
yeah.
magical engineer.
And we got Mom over there too.
Your mom's hiding
Mom
behind
there.
town.
Yay!
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
To my own mom, hopefully you
Hi,
guys.
Mom.
Mandy's mom.
And to my mom.
Hi,
Deryck's
Bishop.
mom.
Hi.
Everybody, check out Deryck's CD
Toodles.
release party, January 17th
Yes,
at the
Friday.
Kingsgate Church, 733.
Look, at Kingdom Gate.
Kingdom
Or
Gate.
just at First United Methodist Church in Wilkinsburg.
And February 2nd is City of Asylum. All that will be in the show notes and
Yeah.
links. So stay blessed, stay beautiful, and stay famous in Pittsburgh.
Famous.
You're
Famous.
Pittsburgh famous.
I love it. All right.
You have been listening to Pittsburgh Famous with Phat Man Dee. This presentation was made possible by the River's Edge radio station, Mr. Small's Theater, Creative Life Support, and Phat Man Dee Presents. If you like what you hear, please like it, share it, comment, tell us what you think about it. I'm on the Instagrams, the Tweeters, and the Book of Face as Phat Man Dee. That's PhatMandee. If you really like it, and you would like me to talk about your product, I'm open for inquiries regarding sponsorship. And I'm also on Patreon, patreon.com/PhatManDee. That's PhatMandee. This is January 2020, and I want you to stay beautiful, stay blessed, and stay famous.